Hi there, welcome back everybody. Okay, so straight into this video today. Very lucky to be contacted by a company called Let's Resin to see if I wanted to try out their fast cure kit. So this is supposed to be demold in 4 hours, but I actually ended up leaving it a good 8 to 12 hours for mine. So it's a 1-to-1 mixing of the hardener and the resin. Using one of the lollipop stir sticks that they provided. I also was allowed to choose some of their molds, so I chose these beautiful Christmas themed molds. There's 6 of them, and they also in their set have these lovely little mixing cups, plastic mixing cups, and the iridescent foil flakes there. So I'm just going to add some of the resin to the foil flakes and then stir it up for a little bit, make sure that all the resin has coated the flakes completely. So there we are. Obviously do this slowly so you don't spill everything everywhere. So there we go, they look rather pretty. These ones giving Aurora Borealis, I believe it is, or AB effect. So the one thing I did see with this resin is it is quite thick. So I did have a concern about whether or not it was going to reach all the details of this mould. Needn't spoiler, needn't have worried, because it does turn out all right in the end. So just scraping out the resin that's in there. There we go. Just making sure I get every last little bit in to the mould itself. Now what you can then do, once you're happy you've got plenty of resin into your mould, is use the stir stick like I'm using it now, just to make sure that you push the resin down into all the detail of the mould, because you don't want to trap or you don't want to have any air bubbles trapped. Now what I'm using here is one of these micro brushes. They're not supplied in the kit. So this is the second one I'm doing. This is with slightly green coloured foil flakes. Pouring that into the smaller mould. These were rather, they're beautiful. So you could use these for any other resins that you have. You could add mica powders to create colours or pigments as well. So this is beautiful blue iridescent papers in this one. So just going to pour this into this one. I have to say this is probably my least favourite. I probably shouldn't say that. My least favourite of the mould designs, but it's still beautiful, but it's not my favourite. So with that one, you just need to make sure you get it into the loop at the top. So here's another one. This is the last but one, and these are sort of pinky coloured foil flakes. So just pouring that one in. There we go. Apologies about the state of my working area. Now this is my favourite one. So you also got some silver and gold foil flakes. So this is predominantly silver flakes in here. They were a bit large chunks rather than individual flakes. So just put a small amount in and just mix it thoroughly into the resin and it'll all break up like that. There we are. And so then we're going to pour that one into the mould as well. Here we go. Just about to pour it in. There we are. Just make sure that it does go all up around the top of the mould where that little ring is, because that's obviously where you're going to put your ribbon or your string or your twine or whatever you're going to use to attach it to the tree or the garland or hang up. So this is the final mould. So I had a little bit of the silver left, and there's some of their gold flake leaf that was also included in the kit. Just pouring it in. Again, with each of these moulds, I've only shown you one. I did go round each of them, making sure that they were all completely up to the edges of all the details of the mould. So just putting them all in shot here for you now so that you can see them. Yeah, sorry about the state of my work area there. There we go. So we've got the Aurora Borealis, we've got the gold and silver leaf, we've got the silver leaf, we've got the pale green, the pinky colour and the bluey silvery colour. So they look rather beautiful. So this is after, I did check them after 4 hours and they were still too soft. So this is the following day, just pulling the mould off and so on. It reached every single corner of the mould. Now this one, what we will do just near the top is drill a hole in the the decoration itself. So it's like we've got one little hole coming there. So this is the gold and silver leaf one. Again, this is really beautiful. Lots and lots of detail. Easily came out of the moulds. The moulds were lovely. There we go. So that was the wrong side. Then this is the right side. So it picks up. I mean, dusted with mica powders in the points will look beautiful. Well, this is this lovely pinky coloured papered one. There we are. And the difference there, you've got a little cutout bit in the middle, which looks beautiful. There's still some few little bubbles in mine, but it is supposed to be bubble free. You know, obviously if you've got a vacuum machine, I think it's Resinartist vacuum machine, or any other make or brand, then, you know, pop your resin in there for the length of time it says, and it will get rid of all the rest of the bubbles. But the beautiful greeny coloured one there, again, we just need to drill a little hole in the top to put the ribbon through. And this is the blue one. Now this one, the loop at the top was a little bit misshapen, but it was still usable. Still usable. Again, that's the wrong side. I'll just turn it around and show you the right side. So there we go, there's the right side. And this is my favourite. I don't know if it's just because it reminds me of snowflakes and icicles and all sorts of wintry style Christmas. Found out, obviously, at the point of doing this voiceover, it was only 100 days till Christmas. So here we are, final shot of all of them, just with a bit of lovely satin ribbon through. We put a jump ring through them and then put the satin ribbon through that. So I hope you'll agree with me that they look rather beautiful. Definitely check out Let's Resin. You can get them on their own website or on the Amazon storefront. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in and watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Put your comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Help us get to 500 subscribers. Thanks again, everybody. Goodbye.